gives me a huge amount of pleasure to introduce my friend, Amy Allison. Amy is the founder of She the People, which is an org that is focused on elevating the political voice of women of color.
Thank you, Radhika, and thank you to Neythri for inviting me into this amazing circle. I love when women uplift women, and it's wonderful to be part of this conversation and at such a critical time, so thank you. She the People started as a book. There had never been a book with data and stories written about women of color in politics. When I talk about women of color, I'm not talking about a racial identity. I'm talking about an identity of political solidarity. And after the 2016 election, in which we saw a distinct difference in the way that women of color voted and showed up, the issues that motivate from white women voters, we had to recognize that there is no women's movement. In fact, what's important to understand is that race is the primary driver for behaviors in the voting booth over gender. Women of color are the most maligned, most underserved, most underrepresented, most often dismissed people. They're a group of people who face voter suppression, and more than other groups. And yet, Black women, Asian American and Pacific Islander women, Indigenous women, and Latinas were the group of voters who were most likely to vote for and be inspired by a justice agenda, and most likely to support women at every level of government.